AI is being called the biggest opportunity of our lifetime. It's everywhere. It's in your feeds, in your apps, in the tools you use daily. It's changing how we work, how we think, and how we interact. But here's the truth no one tells you. Right now, AI isn't here to make you rich. It's here to make them rich. And just like social media before it, AI has been designed to trap you inside a system you don't even realize you're a part of. Think about it. First, it was social media. You thought you were just using an app, but the app was using you. How? Algorithms studied your habits, controlled your emotions, kept you addicted while someone else profited off your attention. And now, AI is the next step in the system. The longer you interact with AI without understanding how to use it, the deeper you're getting pulled into a system where you're not the creator, you're the product. And here's the worst part. Most of you will never realize this until it's too late. So let's change that. You're not here by accident. You didn't just stumble onto this video. I brought you here through the same algorithm that's been controlling what you see, what you think about, and how you spend your time. And that alone should tell you one thing: what I'm about to show you works. This is not a motivational video, nor another tutorial you'll watch and forget. This is the system being used against itself. But let's make this clear. The system isn't the problem, the way you're using it is. You already saw this happen with social media. You saw how the systems reshaped the internet, reshaped attention, reshaped you, and now with AI, the cycle is repeating, but at an unimaginable scale. That's why you need to exit the system. But escaping isn't just about learning, it's about acting on it. If there's a fire in the building, you don't just stand there watching the exit door. You run. So how do you escape? You don't just run blindly, you need a way out. And that means doing 3 things. First, control. You have to stop being used and start being the one who directs AI. Right now, AI is feeding you content, deciding what you see, what you think about, how long you stay distracted, and you probably don't even notice it happening. But the second you flip that, when you start using AI to your advantage instead of being another product of the system, that's when everything changes. That's when you stop being trapped and start being in control. Second, create. You can't just sit back and watch AI evolve. You need to create with it. Because here's the truth, if you're not creating, you're being controlled. Think about it. Every time you scroll, like, comment, share, you're generating content. But not for yourself. You're doing it for the algorithm, for the platforms that profit off your attention. The only way to break out, start creating. Start building something. Otherwise, you're just another piece of data keeping the system running. Third, independence. You need to own something of your own, something that exists beyond any AI tool, any algorithm, any trend. Because here's a question no one is asking. If AI disappeared tomorrow, what do you have left? Do you still have skills? Do you still have leverage? Or were you just another cog in the system waiting to be replaced? But first, let's talk about why most people will fail at this. Because the truth is, you've been sold a lie. A lot of them, actually. So let's break it down. The 3 most common AI BS you've been told all the time. First, build an AI agency on autopilot. You've heard this one before. Just use AI to automate everything, get clients, and make passive income without doing any real work. And on the surface, it sounds brilliant. AI does the outreach, AI tools fulfill the services. Money rolls in while you sit back and collect payments. But let's actually break that down. First, you don't control anything in this model. Your entire business relies on tools that anyone else can use, which means there's no competitive edge. The moment a client realizes they can do the same thing themselves, you're done. Second, even if you do get clients, you're still trapped in a service model. AI doesn't manage client expectations. AI doesn't negotiate contracts. AI doesn't handle refund disputes when someone decides they don't want to pay. And third, what happens when these AI tools change? What happens when they get restricted, shut down, or their prices skyrocket? You don't own the process, which means the second the landscape shifts, your autopilot business crashes. That's why this fails. You think you're in control, but in reality, you're just stacking bricks inside a house someone else owns. And the worst part, by the time you figure this out, you've wasted months chasing a system that was never built for you to win. All right, so maybe you're thinking, forget running an agency, I'll just use AI to trade crypto and print money instead. It makes sense, right? AI can analyze charts, predict trends, execute trades faster than humans ever could. So in theory, all you have to do is plug in a bot and let it do the work for you. But here's the problem. If AI trading bots actually worked the way people say they do, everyone would be rich. And that's the issue. Not everyone can be rich. That's not how markets work. For every winner, there has to be a loser. You're not trading against random people on Reddit. You're up against institutions, hedge funds, high-frequency traders with custom AI models that you will never have access to. And let's say you do get lucky. You make a ton of money, you think you've cracked the code, but what happens next? You haven't built anything. You haven't gained skills. You haven't created leverage. If AI disappeared tomorrow, you'd have nothing, just another person who got lucky and lost it all just as fast. This disproves the independence that you need to have. You're not actually building anything. You're just plugging into a machine that can kick you out at any moment. And when that happens, you won't just lose money. You'll realize you wasted all that time chasing something that was never yours to begin with. Third, I'll just wait until I learn everything about AI. This one is the worst trap of them all. You convince yourself that you just need to learn more first. Watch a few more YouTube videos, maybe take a course, spend some time understanding AI before you take action. But here's the problem. You're not doing anything. No output, no execution, just passive learning while other people take action. And the truth is, AI moves faster than you can learn. The AI tool you're studying today might not even exist in 6 months. The trend you're waiting to understand is already being used by someone else to make money right now. And by the time you feel ready, it's too late. This fails the creation principle, because nothing changes until you start producing, until you start putting something out into the world. And the people who actually took action while still figuring things out, they're already ahead of you. So if you're waiting for the perfect moment to start, let me save you some time. It's already passed. But if all of that doesn't work, then what does? Simple. The only way to use AI effectively is to create content. You don't need a client. You don't need to be an expert. You don't need months of research. You just need to start making content. So now you know, creating content is the only way to actually exit the system. But why is that? Because it's the only path that aligns with the 3 things you need to break free: control, creation, and independence. You control AI by using it to generate videos every day. Instead of letting the algorithm control you, you feed it what you want. You use AI to create rather than letting it dictate what you consume. You create a following that monetizes itself. Content isn't just attention, it's leverage. If you put out enough content, people follow. And once you have that, you can turn that audience into income without relying on anyone else. You become independent by running this system with AI. No clients, no bosses, no waiting on someone else to give you an opportunity. You build your own platform, and AI makes sure it runs. And that's why creating content is the best way to exit the system. But just knowing this isn't enough. You need a plan. So let me show you how to start escaping the system in just 3 steps over the next 30 days. So first, if you want to escape, you need output. And the fastest way to gain traction? Daily post. This isn't about perfection, it's about volume. Because in the AI era, speed beats quality. Every day you hesitate is a day you're falling behind. So here's the process. Use AI to generate ideas, scripts, and visuals in minutes. No more overthinking. Post at least 1 video per day. TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. These platforms reward consistent action. Focus on watch time and engagement. The algorithm doesn't care how good your content is. It only cares how long people watch. Your goal in the first 10 days, get content out. Don't aim for viral, aim for volume. After 10 days, you'll start seeing patterns. Some videos will do better than others. And here's the key, most people ignore this data. They just keep posting randomly and hope for the best. That's a mistake. Instead, you need to iterate, analyze what's working, and double down. Check which videos got the most views and engagement. Identify the hooks, that is the first 3 seconds, that kept people watching. Find patterns, certain topics, styles, or formats that performed better. Create more of what's already working. This is how the algorithm works. It rewards content that fits what's already performing. So instead of guessing, let AI help you replicate success. By day 20, your goal is to refine. Every video should be better than the last. Now here's where AI takes over. Once you know what works, you automate the system. This is how you go from working for the algorithm to making the algorithm work for you. When you execute this process correctly for 30 days, here's what happens. You gain 10,000 followers in the first month. Your content gets over 1 million views. From those views, you can monetize your content for up to $10,000 in earnings. And remember, each million view video compounds. Once you start this system, every video builds on the last. At this point, you understand the system. You know how to escape it. You know that creating content with AI is the fastest way to take control, start producing, and build something of your own. But here's where most people get stuck. They overcomplicate the process. They think they need high-end ideas, fancy editing, professional voiceovers, and hours spent tweaking every little detail. But what if you could remove all of that? What if AI could handle everything from writing to visuals to editing? So all you have to do is show up and execute. That's exactly what T.E.R.I does. Instead of spending hours scripting, editing, and fine-tuning videos, you just tell it what you need, and it does the rest. You type in a prompt or give it a rough script, and in minutes, T.E.R.I generates a fully edited video. Not just raw footage, but a complete video with the highest quality visuals from AI-generated videos, voiceovers, and animations, all stitched together. And if you don't like something, you don't need to re-edit anything manually. You don't need to mess around with complicated software. You just tell T.E.R.I what you want changed, and it updates the video for you instantly. This is how you remove friction. This is how you make execution effortless. In fact, this entire video was built by T.E.R.I, from the script to the visuals to the final edit. No manual adjustments, no time-consuming revisions. Just an idea turned into reality in minutes. Because at the end of the day, the difference between those who make it and those who don't isn't just knowledge, it's how fast you can act on it. That's why I built T.E.R.I, so there's nothing stopping you from executing today. But here's the thing, I'm not giving access to just anyone yet. I'm only giving access to a select few, the ones who actually take action. I've already given T.E.R.I something for you, a resource that will help you start this process right now, but it's locked. If you want to unlock it, you need to prove you actually pay attention. Talk to T.E.R.I on the link I provide and say the secret phrase in my TikTok bio. Do that, and he'll send you something that'll give you an even bigger advantage. Most people will ignore this and keep scrolling. But a few of you will take the step, and those are the ones I'll see on the other side.